When I was a child, God told me stories. Said the pestilence turned men's faces inside out. Made them grow limbs where none should be. But the world was nearly lost in its wake. And she prayed that the Sauron would never need to return.
Turn back while we still can.
It's an island, not a fairy tale.
This is a fool's errand. There's no sum worth bringing the likes of them to shore.
Hoist the sail! Cut the sail, men! Over the sail! Come on, hoist the sail!
Never thought I'd see a Saturn body here for myself. I heard you were all 7 feet tall and big as oaks. Don't look so tough to me.
Bad idea to let you on board.
Hey, that's close enough. Just keep your distance. There's a dark about you and I don't want any part of it.
You've said an adventure to Sacra. And the rumors must be true. Pestilence has returned. I don't know whether you follow the sickness or it follows you. And I don't care to know.
Filth. I'll trade no words with you. These fools think they know who you are and where we're headed, but they've got no idea.
Not sure what you're hoping to find in a shithole like Sacra. Just Dasher families, always one meal away from starving, and a bunch of runes that mean nothing to no one.
Captain wants a word with you up above. Don't mind the others. It's just their way. You go speak with the captain and I'll check on your quarters. I fixed up your bed myself. Real nice like. Don't fret if you can't sleep. First few weeks aboard, I couldn't catch a wink. What's not what my mom named me, but, well, she's gone now. And the men say I look more like a ward anyway.
Burn! Show these mainlanders Sakra is our island! You shouldn't be here, Sarah! It's too late for fairy tales!
It's too late for any of us.
So, it's true. The king is dead. Long live the king. He was a great man, and a good friend. I will mourn him.
We will all mourn him. Your father's soul is at rest now, King Magnus. The people look to you for strength.
I offer my condolences and my counsel, as I did for your father for
The
many
great
years.
pestilence has returned, Lord Bowers.
Yes, I have heard the rumors.
They're not rumors. Even now, it ravages the island of Sakra just off our own shores, turning their men and women into unspeakable things.
The pestilence is a punishment upon those who have lost their faith.
Is it now? How convenient.
You question the church?
You're not the church, Madrigal. You're just the tip of its spear.
Enough. Whatever the cause of this sickness, I cannot allow it to spread. My father has been weak for many years. I will begin my reign doing what he could not.
My king, you are grieving. I must recommend against
It's
any-
already done. Tomorrow, Madrigal Celine and her Inquisition will set sail for Sakra.
I promise we will cleanse the island of this wickedness. Our new king's faith in the church is well placed.
Our king's faith was never in question. Ellsworth is a strong ruler, your grace. Sakra will recover.
No. Sakra will be reborn. This is my responsibility to the kingdom. With God's hands, we will reach into every corner of the island and bring it like a newborn babe, screaming into the light.
I knew it. Should have never brought you on board.
You'll never make it to Sacrament from here. This coast is crawling. The risen.
I don't fear dying. How's that, you bastards? Who's squealing now?
Thank you, stranger. Thought I could sabotage the gate and keep more of these savages from reaching Sacrament's walls. But I got my damn fool self trapped too. Suppose there's a reason I'm a blacksmith and not a soldier, huh? Name's Fillmore. If you ever need anything repaired, you come to me. Nothing I can't fix. Now here. This will open the gate. Get yourself to Sacrament. Through the Auburn Glades to the east. It's the safest place for both of us. But keep a careful eye out. I heard some of these Risen speak of a foul presence outside the city's gate.
Be careful, Lara. Someone's coming.
A serum. Forgive my father. He mistook you for one of the Risen.
If you make for Sacrament, there are worse things than bandits up ahead. The great beast is loose in these glades.
They say it used to be a man. I wanted to go after it, but father says...
Father says the Torn are not to be trifled with. And he's right.
I don't fear the pestilence any more than a wild boar. One day, they'll sing songs about my skill with a bow.
I'd prefer you alive to sing them yourself, daughter.
State your business. Quickly. Don't think just because you felled the beast, you're an ally.
It's all right, Winnick. I apologize for the lack of hospitality. My friend here has his guard up for good reason. Once the raiders took the old fortress, their bloodshed has drawn more and more of those things towards our city. How did you manage to slay that monstrosity? My God. Your serum. The Watcher's call has been answered.
Ha! I told that old coot he was wasting his time. For once. I'm glad I was wrong. Serum. In the flesh and on our island. I thought you'd be taller.
Your kind's welcome within our walls. I trust you'll find a home here. Seek the Watcher, up in the rookery. Welcome to Sacrament. Sacrament's gates are always open to those in need, or those who keep her safe. Help yourself to our food and shelter.
But leave the ale to me.
The Watcher waits for you in the rookery.
Never wanted to see him like that. You hacked your way to our gates without a moment's thought. Our hero, everyone! Our hero has come! Butchering their way through what's left of our friends, our family, our children. He was a man. They all were.
Ah, serum, eh? You know, my wife thinks you're some heathen troublemaker, like the Dasher. But you don't seem so bad to me. Just another empty belly, wishing it was filled.
What's next on the list?
It's the serum. Here, over here. Is it really true you killed the creature at the gate? A serum and sacrament, and my smithy no less. Well, Fillmore's smithy. I'm just his apprentice, Will. Wait, Fillmore! On your way to Sacrament, did you encounter a blacksmith? He went out beyond the wall and hasn't come back. I hope he's all right.
Every trinket a treasure. Oh, ignore their gates, Serum. They likely never seen one of your kind. I, on the other hand, have met 6 Serum. 5? 6? Ah, many. I've witnessed the sea births of the Kyllish people to the south, and all those northern cities that sail across the sands. I once drank from the water pooled in a giant's footstep, and I've supped wine with Phelan's finest. You and I, we're travellers.
Mr. Spider, Mr. Spider, on his go now, it's inside. Meet about with Mary Weather, tailor's at your service. Mary, we agreed. My name goes first.
No, Mira. I remember we decided I'd go first.
Fine.
We'll settle this later.
You've been written from the whispers. Are you my death? You're really here? A serum in Sacrament? So, the Watcher was right. You came. Tell me, can you feel it? That flickering in the air? There are spots like this one all over Sacra. A prickling, as if something lies just beyond my vision. But it's stronger here than anywhere else. I'm convinced this is the site of some ancient, vital serum remnant. Perhaps a nexus of sorts.
Sacrament's too noisy to sleep, too crowded to breathe. They say you killed the creature outside the gates. You don't see monsters like that in Marin. The city's got a pull to it. Like it draws in all the island. The good and the wicked. I only stay as long as I need to. But with those foul brambles in the Marin woods, it's been hard getting home.
You've arrived! I knew his letters were not in vain. It's an honor to meet you. I've only ever read the ancient texts about your kind. They have come, Master, from across the sea.
The pestilence. It festers. Everything it touches.
Did you not hear? The serum have arrived.
They won't come. Never answer.
I apologize. He is a brilliant scholar, but it's been so long. God's reach. They're already here.
Governor Ellsworth.
Madrigal Celine, I apologize for the lack of a formal welcome. If you sent word, it must have been lost.
A welcome sight, though, aren't they? About time Phelan sent reinforcements.
My Inquisition is here as an act of mercy, Baron Winnick. There is an unholy presence on this island. I have come on behalf of King Magnus, who sent me...
King Magnus? The boy.
Forgive me. I thought you had heard. Your brother, the king, has passed.
How long?
It will be a week tomorrow. You should return to Phelan, Governor. Your nephew has extended his hand. He invites you to rejoin the family.
Thank you, Madrigal. But Sacra is my home.
Sacra will be in capable hands. My Inquisition have quartered ourselves in Fort Reach, and will remain for as long as it takes to heal this island.
Fort Reach? Sacrament's a bit out of your way then, isn't it?
My outfit encountered a group of raiders as we came ashore on your coast. We sent all of them to rejoin God, save one. I thought she might be of particular interest to you. We could have left her body by the side of the road with the other animals. Consider this an offering of goodwill from the church.
Where was the church when our people were sick and starving? We're done begging for scraps. We take what we need.
Odessa. Don't.
Leave her. I'm sure the governor can properly discipline his own daughter. At least as well as he governs his city.
My apologies, Madrigal. She does not stand for sacrament.
Damn right I don't.
Guards, take her away.
This way, Risen. I should have never taught you that little move.
You will arrange an escort for my vanguard to Kalen.
Kalen? It will be done. Is there anything else we can do?
You can rejoice, Governor. Your salvation is at hand.
Oh, the Inquisition at our gates, and Sarum will agree. We've prepared lodgings below. A humble room, to be sure, but safe and warm. I hope you've arrived in time to save our fair island. Not only in time to witness its ruin.
Rotten boards, decayed and crumbling, just like the old man's mind. It's that apprentice of his, useless scrapper. Couldn't lift anything heavier than a pen. And how can he think with that hat full of wax? I should have a word with Ellsworth. Ugh, who's that? Oh, a visitor. Of course. I've told the Watcher this tower's not fit for livestock. And yet there he goes, boarding any stranger that comes along, when there are plenty of houses in Sacrament for purchase. You'll have to head upstairs. There's no way down for now. A fine staircase should be, too. Would get us to the market in half the time. Most days you'll find me not far from there. In the square, by the wardroom. Maker Danos. I can repair anything with the right materials. Oh, except laziness.
Oh, good, you're awake. Please, Sarah, you must see this. Forgive the, grotesque display. We pruned some of the poor torn soul you killed at our gates. I left a vial of its blood here on the table, but when I returned, I found it altered. The Watcher, he must have refined it, purified it. An ancient technique. Now you just need to... I apologize, it's my nerves. The ichor must flow through your veins. The scrolls say it gives strength to your kind. Go to the Watcher. This skill is... it's beyond me.
Where is Rune? Are you? Rune, come here. There's a stranger in the rookery. Why have you come?
Is it true? The Risen have taken the old fortress. Sacrament's learning all the wrong lessons from Havenport. We gave up half the city. The Silverfish's gangs just wanted more. I came here to get away from all that. I hope Ellsworth's not as soft as Governor Grafston was.
The pestilence. It's already among us, Serum. I knew with the pestilence returned, it wouldn't be long before your kind did as well. But I fear the plague has already crept within Sacrament's walls. 2 days ago, I offered a potent rune to a woman who said her husband was ill. A small mercy, but I have not heard from them since, and I worry he was worse than she let on. Please, visit their home in Beggar's Alley. You can find me at the marketplace after. The plague knows we are weakest when alone. But we are not alone, Serum. Not even you. Visit their home in Beggar's Alley, the one with the red door, and put my fears to rest. Or confirm them.
I see you in a high place, and a very low one. Yes, you will venture to a deep, dark realm of filth and grime, and make a new friend. And you will climb to dizzying heights, and the world will open up to you.
They'll be out soon. They told me to wait out here. Is it supper time yet? I hope Mama makes dumpling soup. They gave me this. Said it would keep me safe. You can take it back to Eleanor. I need to stay here, in case they wake up. I have to stay here. Do you think they'll wake up soon?
Oh, King Harold's in the courtyard, going for a walk, while the Queen is in the kitchen, tasting the baker's stock. Prince Magnus hides in the stables. The lighting, it's so dim. But what is this that I see? The horse is mounting him. Oh, now what's the matter? You were bowling? No sense of humor, eh?
Warrior's only as good as his weapon. Good to be back behind Sacrament's walls. My thanks for clearing the way. From now on, how about I stay at my forge and leave the heroics to you?
Make the world your weapon. So it was as I feared. Our stone walls mean nothing to the plague. I didn't even know their names. I never thought to ask. I will look after the girl. We are, all of us, the children of those who survived. And the rune, I see you have it now. They are potent things, yet fickle. Each carries its own blessing. Runes can be bonded to your weapon, or to your being itself. But removing them carries its own cost. We are all soldiers now, in the one true war. The one my mother and her spoke of in whispers. A door was opened 1,000 years ago. Perhaps together we can close it.
I told Ellsworth I thought it was a mistake letting you past our gates. A soldier with no rank is a stone's throw from a bandit. But orders are orders. Or is that a foreign idea to you? Orders, discipline, training. Well, as long as you're here, perhaps you might learn a thing or two by serving my guard. You can start by showing your captain a bit of respect, with a proper salute. Very good. Perhaps you're not quite the miscreant you appear to be. Well then, Seren, I've bounties to collect, challenges to complete, and not enough men to carry them out. Every day it seems there's more. If you help me keep chaos at bay, you may find Sacrament's guard can be a potent ally. What do you say?
She will speak with the Seren.
The Madrigal requests your presence. You must make your way through the Nameless Pass and seek her audience.
At the Heretic's Gate.
At the Pagan Door.
This is the will of God. Many lives ago, your kind fought the curse. The Madrigal believes you may be of service again. As God finds meaning even in broken things, so does she.
Go east, toward the sound of steel and flesh.
The sound of deliverance.
This order is an act of grace. It is her desire, not ours. As you have separated yourself from God, soon may you find your soul separated from your body.
Your head from your neck.
Perhaps one day we will cleanse this island of even you.
Seren? May your true name never be spoken, Seren. She is quarrelsome. She has nightmares. And I do not know if she has the talent, nor the patience to learn to enchant. But still, the rise and fall of her chest when she sleeps. She can stay, as long as she wishes.
Eleanor cooks me dumpling soup. It's not the same as my mother's. But that's all right. Doesn't have to be. Do you think I'll always remember the difference?
It's a real honor to service your blade, Seren. And there's no better blacksmith than Fillmore. He comes from a long line of them. Not me. Mine's farmers all the way back. But the first time I saw a hammer hitting steel, it was like it was singing for only me.
They say he left already. Excuse me, is it true that Governor Ellsworth has already gone north with that madrigal? The guard said as much, but I wasn't sure. Many doors in Sacrament stay shut to Ustasha. I'd hoped for an audience. He has much on his shoulders, I know, but my home is unwell. Perhaps I can speak to the Orison. Yes, one man of faith to another. I promised her. I promised them I wouldn't return to Marin empty-handed. This island will be healed, one stone at a time. I take it you saw the madrigal from Phelan arrive. What a magnificent creature she is. It's about time the mainland brought some rigor and respect to our shores. Too many godless boars around here, if you ask me.
Only those who've been touched by God may proceed. If you seek the nameless path, know that you follow in the footsteps of God's most beautiful hand. She is truly a sight to behold.
Sure you want to head that way? Nothing that direction but a wrecked quarry, a closed gate, and now an army of inquisitors. Ugh, it's quieting they are. I see Ellsworth marching with them. Finally graces the pass with his presence. How you living, Orvin? Could you use help with the farm, Orvin? Nah, he didn't say nothing. Mainland looks down at her isles. Sacrament at those living outside her gates. Fifth, no difference. Admiring my farmstead, my little slice of heaven. Used to be, at least. Guards march prisoners to the quarry. I sell them turnips. Guards march home. I sell them more turnips. And the plague, quarry riots, brigands and boarskin on the road. Had a wife. Now I got a plot. Is Orvin leaving? Maybe tomorrow. Always tomorrow. You should have seen this place when the mountain gate was open and the quarry thriving. A right highway, plum real estate. Now it's just a warning, a road sign. Death ahead.
Quarry's done for. So am I. You've come too late. You're not the Inquisition. You're something else. They came like a fire, not seeing, only burning, marching toward the mountain gate. Left us to die. But some prisoners fled before the madrigal came, sought safety in the Sarum ruins to the north. The two who led the escape, they were the worst of us all. The Riven twins. If the Torn don't kill you. Oh, they surely will. Gods abandoned us when the pestilence came. Left the healthy chained to the sick. And the Inquisitors burned anyone unlucky enough to still be alive. If you make it to the ruins of your kind, ask your God what we did to deserve this. Mine's not answering. The ones who put me in here, I only wish I could have my hands around their throat before I turn. That would be a fine ending.
Strange expedition, this one. Don't mind saying this backwater wasn't my first choice, but a knight of House Boleyn always answers their king's call. For nearly a century, House Boleyn has sat at the head of the Empire's table. Know why? Not the church and its eerie little minions, rather the blood and sweat of its finest knights. With any luck, we'll be back on the mainland soon without expending too much of either. Don't linger too long, stranger.
My men are fond of target practice.
The many hands. We cleansed the paths of gods unwanted.
Washed it down to purest stone.
And yet, look now what crawls forth.
One, it seems, that God forgot.
Go, silent one. See the madrigal if you must.
Perhaps she will be the last thing you see.
The gate to the holy city did not fall shut without reason. The ancients built it to defend against the plague.
The ancients are dead, Governor. It's our duty, not theirs, to save the people of Caelin. Can you not hear them yourself, crying out for help, calling us through the stone?
I hear nothing. The mountain won't yield to your words the way men do.
Of course it will. All I need is someone who speaks its language.
Saren. I suppose you have no fear of the pestilence at all. Do you believe the madrigal? She brought an army and a will to match it. Perhaps I've grown too accustomed to retreat. It's said that your people built this gate during the first war with the plague. When it fell a year ago, you could hear it in every corner of the island, like thunder. It woke me from a deep sleep, one I feel I've never quite returned to. Even if you heed the madrigal's request, be careful. There's a fell wind coming from that cavern to the west.
Tender of the words, speaker of the dead, those who walk between the rain. There's a beauty to the old names, even in their heresy. Surprised I recognize you, Saren. I used to sneak into the archives at night to read stories of your people. The church considered it forbidden knowledge. Old fools hiding from what they don't understand. But I think we understand each other. There is an inscription at the base of the gate. It speaks of a chamber to the west, a means of opening the way. This is why you're here. Go to the chamber and be seen by your god. Let your presence be my passage. Have you ever seen Caelin, Saren? Twice a day, her cathedral bells call out for grace, and twice a day, her many voices answer. I will let you see her, if you help me. See her restored to glory. Many in the church see you as a blight to be stamped out. Prove them wrong, Saren. Go to the chamber. Open the gate.
Some of them begged. Some of them prayed. When we took their eyes and cut their throats. But there are no gods to answer. Not even yours.
Nothing.
How disappointing. Even your own history rejects you. I should have known better, believing I could find purpose in the last descendant of a failed race. But my purpose is clear. I have given my life to God 1,000 times over, and God in turn has made my life an arrow. An arrow pointed straight through this stone, at the heart of the rotten Kalen. Go now, Serum. This is not your story, not anymore. What must it be like to have no true name? To be defined by that which you seek to kill? I imagine it like a pit within your chest. And all you can do is dig deeper. This gate will fall, Serum. And the old ways will fall with it.
We should not linger, Serum. The madrigal has no further use for us, or for reason, it seems. But you can still be of use in Sacrament. I pray we both make it back in one piece. Although, what waits for me in Sacrament cannot be tamed with swords and spears.
Been trotted around the nameless pass?
We heard you met the madrigal.
Oof, I'd love to get me hands on those fine robes of hers.
Nothing. You've got some hardened feet under you, my friend. When we first met, I never would have guessed you'd make it all the way to the mountain gate, and back again alive. Used to get most of my metals from the quarry through the pass. I haven't gotten anything out of there in a while now.
Sarah, a moment. If I might bend your ear, I've a proposition for you. I saw how you dispatched the raiders in the old fortress. You've had a taste. Any interest in the meal? My men spotted the risen warlord, Darak, in the Orban Glades. He's been a thorn in Ellsworth's side for too long. I sent a contingent after him, but if you were to find yourself heading west, You might join them and do Sacrament a service. We would all sleep better knowing Darrick's below ground. Ellsworth's gone north, toward a dead end, I venture, while Odessa sits locked up in her cell. Me? I've no patience for politics, and learned long ago not to get between the governor and his daughter. Warriors like us have a thirst that can be slaked in only one of two ways. Ale in blood, my friend. Ale in blood.
Sarah, look what the tide washed in. I didn't think you survived. Seems our fortunes have changed since we last spoke. I'm afraid we might have to postpone our fight. But if I'm spared the gallows, perhaps we can finish what we started. Although judgment might take a while. My father would rather play servant to the madrigal than speak with me. Could be worse. We could be at the bottom of the sea. I wish I could see the madrigal's face as she looks upon the mountain gate. Maybe she can pray her way through 1,000 years of stone.
On guard, Conrad. Someone approaches.
The Sarim! About bloody time. Are you hunting the Torn or chasing human prey?
We're on the trail of a warlord called Darrick. Winnick's orders.
We've searched the lowland meadows to the south, but the Risen have deserted the area.
The only place left to go is north, through that cave there.
We just thought we'd take a moment here first.
We're not delaying. Simply resting.
Replenishing.
It's important to be well nourished before battle.
Indeed. If it's Darrick you seek, make your way through the underground passage. But do not trust a rustling bush. The Risen are everywhere.
Good luck, Sarum. We'll be right behind you.
Ellsworth arms field hands and farmers and sends them to the slaughter. I wonder, by the time we breach Sacrament's gates, will anyone be left inside?
You're fighting for a dead man. Ellsworth can't protect Sacrament. He can't protect anyone.
You don't understand. Darrick's a mad dog, but he's no fool. Why would he draw your men to Auburn Glades and then flee?
Because he was defeated, that's why. If he returns, our stone walls will be there to greet him. And why should I trust anything you have to say about the Risen?
Some of us join the Risen to build a better world. And some just to tear down the old one.
And some give speeches from behind bars. Saren, you have my thanks. Not many square off against Darrick and return holding their head high. Or with a head at all. I pray Darrick crawled under a rock somewhere to lick his wounds, but you don't defend a city on prayers. Perhaps it's worth considering Odessa's warning. I've known her since she was a babe, but I'm not sure I know who's in that cell. I'm not blind to what drives the Risen. I've seen how people fall through the cracks. But they've chosen their side, and I mine. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Fit for the dogs. We had 2 of them.
Put a sword in my hand and put me on the wall. Rather die there than puking my guts out.
You. Again. God, I'd rather sing in the town square than say this, but... maybe you can help me. Derek's always harbored a deep hatred of my father. I never imagined he could move against Sacrament itself, but... he wouldn't share his schemes with me. People here may be blind or broken. Under the mainland's boot for so long, they mistake it for protection. But that doesn't mean they deserve to die. Winnick said his men captured some of Derek's faithful after the battle. You should see if any of them can tell you more. One of the other prisoners here might be able to help you. I must sound like a fool. Most of Sacrament wants me hung. Here I am, worrying about their tomorrow. I imagine you know a thing or two about thankless tasks.
Look at it. Just look at it. Hiding there under my skin. Between my bones.
Can't even sleep. She's up all night moaning about... well, you can understand it, you're wiser than I.
Revolutions are fed by blood. If that's to be my own, so be it.
Listen, this is all a mistake. I took these clothes off a corpse on the coast. Being cold isn't a crime, is it? I'm no risen. Oh, sniffing about for the governor's daughter. Whose side is she on, anyway? Not that it matters. She's right, you know. The real attack is yet to come. Darak's moving on the city itself. But there may still be time to stop him. Darak left me to die. Least I can do is return the favor. Tell me, friend, do you want to be a hero? Of course you do. Everyone does. Spring me from this cage, and I'll make you Sacrament's savior. These guards couldn't keep a snail locked up in its own shell. You poke around, you'll find the key. Not another word from me until there's no iron between us.
Where's that miserable runt wandered off to? He's supposed to relieve me. We've got a date with Elga tonight.
Who? Gerard? He was dripping pissed. I told him to go dunk his head in the fountain.
Well, that's all right for some people, getting drunk on the job. But that turnip's got the damn keys with him.
Looks like you're stuck with me. Why don't you invite old Elga to come round here? We can both enjoy her company.
Sod off.
Soon the pestilence will flee back to the darkness from whence it came. We'll bring salvation to our second island. Do not ask why the Inquisition has come. Ask yourself if you are worthy of the embrace. There is smoke on the wind and thunder in the distance. God's righteous fury has arrived.
I wouldn't waste your time with those prisoners. unless it's to gloat before they swing. I don't know how many more are out there, but at least these worms are where they belong. As for Odessa, well, she'll await Ellsworth's judgment along with the rest of them.
Talk to the other prisoners, did you? Don't judge me for the company I keep. Revolution makes strange bedfellows. Take us, for example. But I hope you learned something of value, Sarum. All I've learned is that the porridge they serve the prisoners might be worse than the gallows.
Thank you kindly. Now, what was it I promised in return? Ah, yes. The problem with you holier-than-thou types is you never look down. It's the sewers, miles and miles of them, under your feet. The risen in the outskirts are just a diversion. Darek's men are gonna pour into Sacrament like stinking shit. I'll slip out when the guards rotate. Meet me at the sewer drain, down on the coast. Maybe you still have time to stop them. Maybe not. But don't think I'll be there. I'm a man of my word. Or at least some of them. There you are. Your kingdom awaits within. And all the rot that comes with it. Now we're square, me and you. If you find Darek, tell him Rattigan sends his love.
Please. Help me. Please. Should have never come down here. Never listen to Tarek. You gotta believe me. I didn't throw in with the risen to burn down Sacrament and not to... Please. Kill me. I don't want to end up like them. Please. Help me. Please.
Hello? It's me? Don't you recognize me? Wait!
Come back to me. I'll keep you safe. I will. I'll keep you safe. You belong to me, Honora. By my side. Don't go. Don't leave me. His blood isn't royal. It's poison. Yes, poison.
Seeker, forsaken, please watch over me. Mother, Maker, Seeker, forsaken, please watch over me. Mother, Maker, Seeker, forsaken, please watch over me. Seeker, forsaken, please watch over me. Mother, Maker, 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 Seeker, forsaken. Mother, Maker, Seeker, forsaken. Please watch over me.
You're sick. All of you. Trying to stop me. To keep me from Nora. But I'll save her. Protect her. From you. Touch her.
Impressive. This isn't a sewer anymore. It's a tomb.
See? I knew it! Sacrament stands because of me!
It wasn't your place, Serum, to make a deal with a prisoner. Nor perhaps my place to let you. But don't worry. He was never out of our sight.
Tell them, Serum. I honored our deal. And an hero deserves an hero's pardon.
Sacrament doesn't bargain with murderers. You're headed for hard labor at the Mountain Gate, by order of the Madrigal.
You shit-smiling bastard!
And you? Well, I think we understand each other, Serum. You and I, we do what needs to be done.
I won't forget this, Serum. I won't forget you. You wanted to know which promises I keep? I'll tell you. This one.
I don't think I'll be telling Ellsworth you released that rat from his cage. But I won't be telling him my role in all this either. You'd be harsh on this marauder too if you saw what he did to 2 of my guards in their sleep. Not a trace of honor on his breath. You'd be harsh on this, not a trace.
Serum, listen, please. You and I, we've grown close, haven't we? Over the course of our little adventure, maybe even friends. I'm trying to live by the straight and narrow, to make amends. But these brutes, they can't see beyond a man's past. Well, we'll see how high and mighty you are with a knife in your throat. I won't forget this, Serum. I won't forget you. You wanted to know which promises I keep? I'll tell you. This one.
The church welcomes all, traveler. We are all but hands of the one true God.
And yet it is your kind who are said to share one mind, one soul between you. I believe you call it the untold, yes? All the worlds spoken into being by your sayer, with our silences and shouts watched over by the Seren. A lovely sentiment. And who knows, perhaps we are all servants of the same being, if only under a different name. This house is a trifle compared to the great cathedral in Phelan, or the one in Kalen, for that matter. But still, this is God's den here in Sacrament, his embrace made manifest. The mainland might frown upon me welcoming Dasha into these walls, but what is salvation without those worth saving? They're good people, kind and generous, even in the face of generations of suffering. And their mender in Marin, Ermgard, is a wise woman with a sharp tongue. Have you met her? Strange as it is to say, this island made a better man of me. I hope it will do the same for you.
They say he left already. Excuse me, is it true that Governor Ellsworth has already gone north with that madrigal? The guard said as much, but I wasn't sure. Many doors in Sacrament stay shut to us, Dasha. I'd hoped for an audience. He has much on his shoulders, I know, but my home is unwell. Perhaps I can speak to the Orison. Yes, one man of faith to another. I promised her. I promised them I wouldn't return to Marin empty-handed. So many stray cats and dogs wandering Sacrament. What they could teach us of loyalty and grace, I wish I could take them all home with me.
Ah, what a smell! Didn't you hear, Mira? They've been down in the sewers.
Wish they would have stayed down there.
People of Sacrament, my people. We find ourselves in a place we never sought, under the eyes of history. A plague that spent 1,000 years confined to stories is now clawing at our gate. The threat of anarchy swells beneath us. God's chosen descend from on high. But none of us can say what tomorrow will bring. But what I know is that our stone walls do not compare to the strength of our will. And I know both will withstand whatever rises against Sacrament, no matter the cost. History has called upon us, and history will remember how we answer.
Sarum?
Stirring words. If only words were enough. But don't worry, Sarum. The blade on his hip is no ornament. When the time comes for him to draw it, pray you're at his back and not in his sights.
They're stronger than you know, Sarim. Stronger even than they know. When I first came to Sakura, I was told it was a godless, uncivilized place. Instead, I found a people full of grace and resilience, both qualities sorely lacking in Phelan. I found something else here too, if only for a time. If you need me, you can find me in the war room, but I pray you will not need me.
There you are, Casper. I see you've met my friend. Oh, please forgive us our guile. It was necessary. Something in my gut told me something in yours would keep you from ignoring old Casper. Don't worry, I've not brought you here to ask for copper or savor. In fact, I've something to give to you. This letter needs to make its way to Ellsworth's hands. A little guard told me he's in the war room right now. I've got no shoes to my name, but they'll let you walk right in. Oh, I know what you're thinking. What's a worm like me doing with a message for the governor? It's not from me, you ox. This island is a tapestry, my friend, and one little bit of string can go all the way from Beggar's Alley clear back to the mainland. If you want to survive, you'd best start learning which strings around here are short and which ones are very long indeed. Quickly now. Mustn't dally. If I know Ellsworth, he won't linger in the war room long. Not with Sacrament under threat on all sides. Deliver that letter, so I can get paid. Or when my Casper can get his dinner.
Careful, Sam. Ellsworth's inside with Odessa. He had her summoned to the war room this morning. Even I've got the sense to steer clear of that. If you venture into the war room, I suggest you be discreet, or well-armored.
Take the upper passage out, then leave by the northwest gate.
What are you doing?
Guard Bennett is often sleeps on duty, and the ramparts above him will be unmanned. Head north to Irmgard and Merrin, or west to the Glades. Anywhere but here.
So that's it then.
You have to go.
I was dragged through the gates in chains. I didn't ask to come here. Or are you too busy groveling to Phelan that
Enough!
you don't even have...
Just go.
I was gone.
Odessa! She wouldn't have wanted this. Don't be seen when you go. Serum, She was gone when you arrived. Do you understand? Many of our affairs concern you, but not all. A letter? Please, let me see it. The eyes of history indeed. Winnick and I must make for the Weeping Sisters at once, south of Sacrament. But the route through the lowland meadows is scarred with pestilence. Perhaps our interests align once again. Our protection, your glory. An outstretched hand may belong to an enemy or an ally. My burden is that I must shake the hand regardless. This island is scattered with the ruins of those who thought they were eternal. Every day I worry we're one step closer to joining them.
Marin is not my responsibility. Now get on with you.
Serum, please. Will you make him listen?
To what? We've long known the plague is loose in the Marin woods.
But this is different. No one's heard from the village for days. My parents
live outside our walls. My duty is to Sacrament. Those beyond her gates must fend for themselves. If the Serim wish to indulge your hysterics, that's their concern. But if you ask me, the Dasher are precisely where they belong.
And where's that?
Not here. Marin's not my concern, but you might find the forest suits your interests, Serim. The boy speaks the truth. My scouts have reported the pestilence running rampant there. They say you hear it before you see it. Not sure what to make of that. Keep your wits about you if you venture towards Marin. Those woods were lawless before the plague ever took root.
Will you help Serum? Randolph and his men don't care about anyone outside Sacrament's walls. But lots of us got family in Merin. Even Odessa was born there. I only moved here to apprentice for Fillmore. Please, go to Merin Village, through the northern gate past the cemetery. And someday, when I'm the smith, all your work will be free of charge.
Are you feeling ill, stranger? It's spreading like a flood. I've never seen symptoms like it, and I can discern no pattern to its spread. But I do what I can to ease their pain.
If you're looking for a plot to farm, best stay inside the city. Huh? Lowland Meadows is no place for a rendezvous. I trust Ellsworth, but he doesn't always make it easy. A hunting party is not far ahead, gathering game for the rites of the fallen. That is, if they can find any meat left unspoiled.
I swear this pass was clear last month. See? I told you the Serum would come, and here they are.
Indeed. Your presence is welcome here. My friend is convinced that some threat awaits us at the Weeping Sisters.
Well, perhaps if I had a clue as to our mission, I would not grip my sword as tightly.
The Serum delivered a letter to me, passed from hand to hand. Unsigned, but stamped with the royal seal. It said a place, a time, and 3 words. Don't trust her.
But do you trust the sender?
We won't know until we can get past this mire. Serum, it seems our route to the Sisters is flooded. There's a hunter's camp to the east. They're gathering food for the rites of the fallen. Perhaps they can help drain these channels. Go on ahead. The hunters know these hills better than any. If there's a way past this filth, they'll have the answer.
Be on your guard, Serum. Don't let the sunflowers and soft breezes fool you. It's blood that nourishes these hills.
Unexpected. You're just about the last thing I'd expect to wander into our camp. Are you staying in Sacrament? You have sisters there. She's an enchanter. If you understand all that, how come you're wiser than I? In fact, I don't suppose... Nah, never mind. I'm embarrassed to ask this, but... would you give her a letter for me? My sister, I mean. I keep meaning to deliver it myself. Yet we never seem to cross paths. Eleanor is her name. And Sora is mine. The truth is, I haven't spoken to her quite some time. If she seems angry or annoyed when she reads it, don't mind her. It's just how she is. Thank you for delivering my letter. I don't know if I could look Eleanor in the eye to hand it over myself.
If she wants to speak with me so bad, she can do it herself.
Sit still, Father. Can't tie the bandage with you squirming about.
Is that a hooper's knot? I'm not a trussed-up goose, am I?
Oh, Serum. Welcome. I'm afraid we're in a sorry state. Foul water chokes these woods and the plague is rampant.
But at least my father is in one piece. He nearly lost his leg tripping over an old tree stump.
It was a barrel. And I was fighting for my life, fending off those things that have taken over the old lumber mill.
If you're trying to reach the Sisters, then your troubles are the same as ours. There's a reservoir past the old mill to the west. That's where the filth is coming from.
My father tried to drain it. But something tells me you'll have better luck than him, Serum. Here, I'll open the way.
It's no mill. Not anymore. It's a saver den, filled with deviants and monsters and...
Yes, and don't forget Barrels, the deadliest creature of all.
Be careful, Serum. There's something far worse than torn wolves and woodsmen out there. I really did hear something out there, Serum. At first I thought it was a bear, but... then it roared. And it didn't sound like a bear. It sounded like... torment. Lara says it was my imagination. I hope she's right. The only thing that crosses your path is good fortune.
I fear our hunt is futile. Most animals that drink these waters fall ill and die. The ones that don't take much more than arrows to bring down. And when they do, the meat is wrong. Like it's already rotted inside their bodies. I hope you're able to drain the reservoir, for all our sakes.
We hunt for the rights. That's reason enough.
Lost my brother to a risen arrow 4 years ago this winter. Never even saw the archer. Just 1 minute, Cal was alive, and the next he was in the dirt, like he was choking on air. For a long time, I'm ashamed to say all I wanted was to join him. But the rites of the fallen, celebrating his name, his service, it brought me back. That's why we do this. You grieve to keep from forgetting, but you honor to remember.
We both hunters, ain't we? Come to join the fracas, have ya? Me? I'm gonna bag me a torn wolf. That's right, you heard me. Put it right on me mantle. Some here killing for food, killing for the rites. I got a belly full and ceremony enough. Ooh, I kill for the prize. No sweeter stink than the blood caked in me hair. If not for the wife, I'd never wash it off. Don't lie. You got a ledger of your own, don't you? Carrying your trophy room with you between your ears.
We find trampled trees and boars torn apart like paper dolls, but tell ourselves it's just a passing storm. I know the rites only come once a year, and the fallen deserve tribute, but not at the risk of joining them. I want to make Sacrament proud for this year's rites to be a banquet. Pride, all pride. Raid's no fool. There's something in this forest.
Watch yourself, Sarum. Something spooked my father, and he's not one to scare easily. With sickness in the reservoir and savor in the mill, I'm glad this is your mission now and not his. Don't tell him I said this, but I feel safer with him at my side. I've hunted in these woods since I was a little girl, but it was never like this. The governor's daughter and I used to whittle swords out of saplings. We chased field mice, pretending they were wolves. Now the wolves are real, and Odessa has gone her own way.
Sarum, did you hear it too? Sounded like cries for help. Trees being torn up by the roots. Governor Ellsworth told me to stay here. He and Winnick followed the shouts toward our camp. Please, help them. The waters have drained, but the walkways within are rotted and unstable. I was securing the path for Ellsworth and Winnick when we heard it. Please hurry to our camp, Sarum. I fear my fellow hunters are in danger.
Sarum, the waters are draining, but we heard shouts from beyond the tree line.
I told you it weren't no bear!
What happened? Where are the others?
It was a beast. It took my Lara. It tore right through us. I'm supposed to protect her. But I ran.
It's not your fault.
Perhaps it is fate that you came after all, Sarum. So this carnage does not go unanswered.
I'm so sorry.
Return to their camp and see if you can track the creature. Winnick and I will tend to Reed and Farron here before we continue to the sisters.
Don't go. You'll end up like the rest, torn to pieces. He's got claws like iron and poison for blood.
So it bleeds. These men need our care, but we'll meet you at the Sisters once you've dispatched the beast.
Of all God's creatures, I never thought the pestilence could defile the sigil of sacrament itself.
My father used to take me hunting in these hills, and my grandfather used to take him. I don't think I'll take my sons.
God forgive me. I can still hear her screaming, like rain in my ears.
How many made it? It was a bear, but it wasn't. Forgive me. I don't know the word for what I saw, but the camp del Sora Mavla and Laura. It took her. I think Reed escaped. So did I. I was lucky. I got away. I was lucky. The bear roared. Laura screamed. The bear screamed. Laura roared.
The hunters that escape will be safe in Sacrament. I just hope we aren't too late for our guest.
I don't like it. High walls, poor lines of sight. Good place for an ambush.
We'll meet whatever comes, Winnick. Show yourself. I take no counsel from those who lurk in the shadows.
And what about old friends?
Lord Balrus.
You old fool. Why all this cloak and dagger? The Master of Trades is always welcome in Sacrament.
Phelan's eyes are everywhere, and I doubt the royal court would approve my coming. Governor, I have news about your brother.
Yes, we heard of his passing.
Passing? He was murdered, poisoned by your nephew.
Those words are treason, Balrus. Not to be spoken lightly.
My loyalty is to the throne, not who sits upon it.
King Magnus needed his arse wiped until he was 9. You truly believe
spoiled milk turns rotten, and little boys grow into tyrants. You think it's coincidence your brother's body was barely cold before Magnus sent the madrigal to your shores?
The church is here for the pestilence, not our people.
For now. But there are few things more dangerous than a true believer.
I've no love for that Selid, but Ellsworth can't defy the Inquisition. That's madness.
The people will rally to you over that child.
Follow them off a cliff, they would. As would I. But this...
Thank you for your warning, Balrus. I know you came here at great personal risk, but I won't start a war.
You're already in one, my friend. Pray you don't realize that too late.
Not sure it was wise for the serum to hear all that.
They do not seem the talkative type. Thank you for keeping watch, but I fear we have wasted your time. Lord Baurus is an old friend. He posed no threat.
His words bore enough threat on their own.
Baurus's warning, the Inquisition, the coming rites, and all I can think of is Reed and his daughter. If he finds the creature's remains, do you think he'll even recognize her? I hope not. No man should live to see his child lost.
I tell you, I didn't like any of that.
Down there's where I taught Lara to swim. She took to it like a fish to water. Always was better than me at everything. Each time she pushed further and further from the shore, till one day, she went too far. I had to swim harder and faster than I ever have in my life to bring her back. I could swim out there again, but this time the waves wouldn't be taking her from me. Leave me, Serum. You have much to do, and I have nowhere else to go.
Mary, have you heard? They say the pestilence is in the lowland meadows now.
Dear me. Soon enough we'll have horrid things cropping up right here in Sacrament.
What? You mean like a person with two heads on one body? Imagine that.
May your true name never be spoken, Sarah. My half-sister Sora was among the hunters killed in the Vale. We had not talked in quite some time. I can speak 100 incantations, speak fire into stone, speak ice into steel. But I cannot speak to her. Not anymore. Is that Sora's letter? Please, give it to me. Of course, Sora. I always will. Thank you, Sarum. Here, it's not much, but take this.
A vision! You walk among the treetops and rolling hills. I see you in a land of predator and prey, comforting a gentle woodland creature. And what is this? When others won't listen to an old man's song, you kindly ask him to sing on.
A few volunteers returned to the Vale to bury the dead. They said they never found Lara's body. Might sound strange, but I don't hate the beast. The plague hollowed it out, left only pain and fear. I'm glad it's at rest. We were supposed to gather game for the rites to honor our fallen. Instead, we just grew their ranks. If you see Reed, tell him to come home. He never returned from the lowlands. I think he's still searching for something of his daughter to bury. We hunt the forest, the pestilence hunts us. You hunt the pestilence. What hunts you, Serin?
Expecting some kind of thanks. I tried cutting Lara free from what's left of that thing, but it wouldn't let her go, even in death. So I burned the lot of them. I know it's a sin, but I'll be damned if my Lara rests forever coiled in the teeth of that beast. These meadows are full of the Torn, and I'll put every last one of them down until I fall myself. She died afraid. But worse, she died alone. Least I can do is the same. Leave me be, Serim. There's nothing for me back in Sacrament.
Feathers savages, the lot of them. Only the foolish or the desperate would try to reason with the Balak-Tor. Didn't realize that old Dasher Caretaker was both. Never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Him pleading with them, voice all a-quiver. He told them that the blight creeping forth from his temple threatens the whole wood. That we're all caretakers, the Dasher on the ground and Balak-Tor in the treetops. Brothers of the forest. And what did they do? Pecked out his damn eyes, clawed his face to tatters, dumped his broken body on the temple steps. He said he was out of ideas to stop the plague spread. Guess they had one more of their own. I like the Dasher, I really do. But it ain't coincidence that they wind up written off every page of history. It's because they never learn. The world ain't built for the kind, the generous. The pestilence takes what it wants. So do the Balak-Tor. So does the mainland. You want peace? That's what a grave's for. Me? I just scratch out a low to the ground living. No land, no coin, no attention given. Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered.
Do you hear it? The forest is speaking. No, not the forest. There's someone calling to us.
A lovely sound to it, don't you think?
You must be quiet.
Oh, I know that song. That voice.
We don't have to be alone.
The quieter you are, the better you can hear them. Hear him.
We should go to him.
Shh.
There are so many voices calling me home.
Come back to me, Esther. A Serim in our village? The gods are cruel to bring you to us only now. My wife can't seem to hear me anymore. Only the voices that beckon her into the forest.
I can hear them calling to me.
Please. There must still be a way to wake her.
We should pray among voices at the temples, where our prayers are heard, where we hear our prayers at the temple.
Serim, of course. You're like a pebble in this island's shoe, aren't you? I normally give a better show, but these Balak-Tor are getting bolder. Why are you here? To help? Or to prey on the weak like these vultures?
no bars between us now. My mother's... my horn. I thought I'd lost it. You are anything but predictable, Sarum. There's something wrong with the village. Can you hear it? A voice beneath the wind, calling me. I must find Mender Irmgard. The note on her door says she's gone west in search of a remedy. Your choices are your own, Sarum. But Marin is worth saving. I can hear my father's voice in my head, telling me to enter the woods. Is that what he said? But another voice. A woman. She sounds like a stranger I've known all my life. Used to be the Balaktar wouldn't dare set foot in Marin. Their territory's the trees. But this sickness has turned our island against itself. We must look for Irmgard through the caves to the west. This village needs its mender.
The gods may lack mercy, but not a sense of humor. Yes, I know what you are, Sarum. A prayer come too late.
You found her? Irmgard,
Oh, no. Not you too, my dear. You shouldn't be here. I've been gathering herbs too. I don't know. 2 at the last bundle could not. And the one before that. Your father asked me to sing the Fetois at the rites of the fallen. But how can I sing for them when I can't even protect them?
Irmgard. What happened here?
It's Alden, the caretaker. He doesn't want to be alone. His voice reaches out from the temple of day and night, barricaded behind the eyes of the dead. Maybe if I had gone to him, it would have saved them. There could have been another way. I was their mender.
You are their mender. And there may well be another way.
If you make it to the temple, be careful. We've all gotten lost in the woods before, but never like this. If you make it to the temple...
The temple can be reached from above. The Balaktar own the treetops. Here, took this off that mad brambler in the village. It'll get you into their territory. Look for the winged door. You'll know it when you see it.
There will be more than Balaktar to contend with. Alden cared for all creatures, great and small. Now they serve his twisted memory.
Sarum will find a way. Let's get you back to Marin. No medicine can stop this sickness now. Go, Sarum. Look for the winged door. Silence these voices.
hear nothing. The voices are gone. And so is he. You cut out a piece of us so that we may live. But we are less for it. En mirsa ela talin. A mender is to take no husband or wife, only to serve the people. It is a lonely life, and he was kind. There were times I wished for more. Please, return to Merrin. The mother will guide me home. I know the whispers in my mind were false. Of ancestors, of menders come before. But still, their comfort, their strength, that was real. Now the only voice in my head is my own. I've known death since I was a little girl. When she called, I was always gracious. But she never grows kinder. Leave me, Sarum. The mother will guide me home.
What day is it? What season is it? Thank you, Sarum.
Thank you, Sarum.
So it's done. This village owes you a debt of gratitude, Sarum. As do I. They've brought him back.
Alden was one of us. Even the pestilence cannot change that. So many gone. The caretaker, your mother, even you. I know you won't stay.
I remember when my mother used to sing me to sleep. You did too. Same lullaby. She's not gone. None of them are. And your voice is still strong, God. You'll sing again. In this circle. And in sacrament at the rites. For them.
Will I see you there? All of us at one table again.
I'm not welcome in sacrament.
The rites are a time of peace. Not only to honor the dead, but for the living to make amends.
God, I've unfinished business to the east.
I see. Then may the Seeker guide you safely, and the Mother bring you home.
I never imagined I would say this, but I'm glad our paths have crossed. You should know, I had no idea there was Sarum on that ship. Not that it would have stopped me. We attacked for good reason. Lives were lost, but far more would have died if it made landfall. Let's call it water under the bridge. And over the deck.
I used to have to drag Enora to this circle. She never wanted to pray. But she was happy to clamber all over the stones.
I close my eyes. And still I cannot quite picture her.
Your father doesn't speak of her.
name in a grave. Nothing more.
He carries his burden as best he can, as we all do. Perhaps we and Marin can lighten yours, Saren. I don't suppose you've done much gardening, have you, Saren? There's a moment, just before a seedling pokes its leaves above the earth, when all you can see is dry, barren dirt. A waste, but life is there, waiting to emerge. I never thought I could learn from a seedling.
I'd know that shoddy craftsmanship anywhere. So, my clod of a cousin's still hammering away in Sacrament? Figured they would have run him off by now. Chased them out of town with their crooked pitchforks and bent spears. Yeah, might as well give it here. As any dishonest butcher will tell you, spoiled's a relative term. You got to talk to the steel, sweeten it up, baby it a bit. A quiet smithy means a brittle blade.
You did what you could, Serim. It just wasn't enough. After you cleared the temple, most of us come back to ourselves, but not my Esther. My wife's here, but she isn't. Like she's lost something, but can't say what. Our son Will, he's in Sacrament. Please, if you see him, tell him his mother is fine. If he knew the truth, he'd want to be here with her, and it's not safe.
This can't be all of us. We used to be so many.
Will's safer behind Sacrament's walls. It's what she would have wanted. What she does want. She's still here.
Doesn't matter what you did. We don't want you here. This hamlet gets by on keeping to ourselves and protecting our own. You can't do either. So, kindly move along. If it weren't for Erngard, I'd run you out of town myself. Nothing good will come from having you in our midst.
Hey, we heard what you did for that village to the north.
We just want to say thank you. Not enough kindness shown to those poor Dasher.
They do some of the finest stitching on the island, they do. Almost as good as ours.
I don't know what to say.
Thank you might be a start, boy.
Sarum, thank you. I'm so glad the rest are safe. Odessa, Ermgard, my parents, all of them.
All right, enough blabbering on. Back to the forge. But thank you, Sarum.
Odessa was the one who introduced me to Fillmore, since she was always going back and forth between Marin and here. She'd walk me through the woods. We'd pick berries and mole seeds on the way. I was just little then, of course. I can walk myself now. Not that I minded walking with her.
I've always made blades for the people of Sacrament. For butchers, for soldiers, for hunters. But it used to be the blades would always come back with their owners. Now, there have been too many lost in the Vale. We should look for game elsewhere, if you ask me. A fine deed you did for those people up in Marin. You know, my cousin Dolan's the village smithy. If you can count the blind hammerings of that ingrate as smithing.
You know, Fillmore's content with his stall right here, but I've got bigger plans. I'm gonna open a smithy in Tyr, another in Havenport. I'll train all my smiths personally, though, so you always know you're getting good work. I've already picked out a name, but I can't tell you. You might steal it.
Oh, we'll curse us for saving the unholy village of Marin.
We should have left the Dash's minds to rot, the way their souls already have.
Saren, oh, thank thee and praise you've come. It's the Watcher. I don't know what's happened. He's made such strides of late. His faculty's returning, but today I found him, well, lapsed. At first I thought it was a figment of my nervous demeanor, but no, he won't eat nor drink, he won't even speak. His breath is far too shallow. I'm unable to rouse him, and I fear his condition is somehow worse. I know you are not here, but
Do you hear it?
Master, you're awake.
Be quiet, boy. For once in your life, listen. Do not speak. Do you hear it?
Thunder?
In a way. A lost daughter returns home, faith and flame at her back. Your kind spoke the words that sealed the gate, but no closed door ever stopped her before.
Do you mean the Vanguard? The Madrigal?
Go, Saren. Quickly. If she knocks hard enough, the city will answer. And Caelan is no longer a city of men.
Do as he says, Saren. Return to the mountain gate and stop the Madrigal.
Fly, Saren. Back through the nameless pass. If the gate falls, so may Sakra. Hope is new, but time is short, and the world pivots on small axes.
I'm a man of faith. Put copper in every one of God's palms. Not just on my son's naming day, but the Inquisition. And I suppose if God has hands, he has claws. If he has eyes, he has teeth.
Well, they've done it. They've finally done it. Survived floods and fires, foul abominations, not to mention the fickle winds of commerce. But Orin can only take so much. Phelan's finest. They've blocked the few roads that remain, saved the lift just north of here. And that damn pounding. Can't sleep, can't eat without jangling my teeth. Shakes my turnips right out of the ground. Next time you're here, stranger, I surely won't be. What's that dwindling speck sailing away on the horizon? It's Orvin.
I'm no deserter. If there's work to be done, I'll see it through. But I understand, backwater job like this, far from home, farmed out to the Inquisition, up to our ankles in shit, scratching at a big door. Now what's on the other side? More shit.
You can hear it.
can't you? Feel it in your feet as well. Not a moment too soon, if you ask me. None may pass, not even your kind, Serim. The Madrigal's divine work must not be disturbed. Although, I confess some of my men proved to be anything but. Fled rather than see their duty through. Stain on the Berlin sigil. Now I've the Inquisition breathing down my neck, going on about heresy and devotion. I lost their trail in the caves to the west. Punish their cowardice, and I might step away from my post. Just to notify our friends in red, of course. We've lingered too long already on this backwater. My men grow hungry, sick, tired of stone. Not the Inquisitors, though. They seem to thrive off it. Whispering prayers around the fire pit's flames, cherishing their own suffering. Answer me this. If everyone's a martyr, then who's left to get anything done? Mercy is a virtue, or so I'm told. But there can be no leniency for abandoning one's duty.
First ship off. That simple, eh?
That part's already done.
Arrow!
So, justice caught up with the deserters. Fair enough. Saves me the trouble. I'll have my men strip the uniforms from those dogs. All cowards deserve to meet their maker naked. And I'll inform the Inquisition that my ranks have been sewn up tight. Consider my gaze averted.
I'm pleased to hear of the deserter's fate. I will inform the Madrigal.
We serve at her pleasure. I can assure you that any others will meet the same end.
No. We will not tolerate any more doubt within your ranks, Primus. Not while we knock on salvation's door.
Discipline takes time. It's earned, not bought.
The born god disagrees. Discipline is forged. It is a tool, molded in flame.
It will not happen again, I assure you.
And sometimes an effigy is needed. The weakness must burn, so the rest will kneel.
Speaker, the sigil of House Berlin is the Phoenix, born of flame. You cannot burn what was born in the ashes. Please, I am a servant of the king. Curse your god. The fire awaits us both.
In time, yes.
The many eyes.
The eye within. You do not belong here, unspoken. Nor do you deserve to bear witness to the fall of the heretic's gate. It is but a relic, dead on its feet. Bainbridge was unworthy of God's embrace. Her quality, perhaps, you both share.
There's no price on my head. I heard rumor of what you did to those other deserters in the Nameless Pass. But Bainbridge is gone now. His men scattered. Enough blood soaked in the soil for one lifetime. Please, cowardice isn't a crime. Or it shouldn't be.
I'm not a deserter, you understand. I'm an immigrant.
I'm going to become a citizen of Sakra. I'll do my part. What's my business? Well, I plan to lead a long and prosperous life. Right here, inside these walls. Sacrament welcomes all. Isn't that what they say? It's what they say on the mainland, anyway.
Next to God's will, the stone is weak as clay. See how it crumbles. It has no strength, because it has no conviction.
Don't worry, I've been in holes deeper and cages smaller than this. Aren't bars tight enough that I can't wriggle out of them? And when I do, you and I will have a nice long talk, but a very short one.
Are you proud of your time here, Serum? Did you come to Sakra to serve frightened old men? I've known such men my whole life. Those who nurture their fear like a child. Who talk for hours. Who fill whole tomes explaining why the right thing to do is always nothing. I came from nothing. I was no one. All I ever had was purpose. I won't stand by as the people of Caelin perish. They will ask how God saved his faithful. And we will say, he brought down mountains. With many eyes you see my future. With many hands you protect my journey. With many eyes you see my future. With many hands, you protect my journey. With many eyes, you... Can you not hear them? I can. The voices of the city. The cobbler in Tennis Square setting up for the morning market. And the clerics singing at Moral Hall. The weaver humming to her loom. The horses in the stables where they're gone. All of them. The Vestals would always say the grace of God is like the sun on your face. There was a moment, this brief moment when I thought, I read no. I don't know where I'm meant to be if not right here. Leave me, Serum, before my keepers send you to the next life.
Of our heads! This is what your sins have brought! Forgive me, God, for occupying the same ground as such a heathen, for breathing the same air.
So the Inquisition tore the gate open. Fools. I left Havenport to the west and came here because I didn't want to end up floating dead in the harbor. Now it seems my death is as likely to come from the east. I'll be ripped wherever you go, there's death.
Look, it's the They expect us to stand against those things.
Why would he care what that old man has to say?
Was this your doing, Serim? Ellsworth will see us through.
The pestilence. It threatens to swallow us all. Randolph's men report outbreaks all over Sakra. Alistair, please. If ever your wisdom was needed, it's now.
He was lucid before, I swear. His mind is like the sun dipping in and out of the clouds. He rifles through old journals and tomes, scrawling the same thing over and over in the margins. Sinew, husk, and marrow tamed, healed by fire, sickened by flame.
What does it mean?
Perhaps nothing. Or perhaps the plague carries its own death within it. If there's an answer, I fear we won't find it here.
You looked upon the holy city, or what was left of it, didn't you? I can see it in your eyes. Kalen may be lost, but we aren't. Not yet.
Far be it for me to command your efforts, Saren. But we've no one else. You must do what we cannot. Face the pestilence where it has taken deepest root. Our salvation may lie within.
Yes. For too long, the plague has twisted our own bodies against us. Let us return the favor.
And if you uncover any of the foul anatomy the Watcher wrote of, please bring it here. Perhaps it will awaken something within him. If only he would speak to me. I wish to be of service, to play my part in our preservation. Silence is deafening. There must be an answer here in the rookery, in one of these books or scrolls. I just need to look harder. I'll forgo food and sleep. But I don't know which book. I don't know where. I don't know where to put my hands. only he would speak to me. I wish there must be. I don't know.
Heard the ram fall silent, and then...
I don't belong on the wall.
What happened to Kate? What are we to do?
Did you see those demons in the skies? I see a Saren. Yes, on the horizon, drawing closer day by day. Do not fear, stranger. A Saren will soon arrive to save us.
Inside our walls.
Like I always say, zealotry and prosperity never mix. Used to be the church understood its purpose. Expansion and influence under the banner of God. That was its only goal. This is why the great lords, such as myself, have always supported the church. Prosperity is the safest path to salvation. But these fanatics and their reckless devotion are tearing up the contract. What good did she think would come from destroying the gate? What wealth is there to be found in a city of the dead? I won't lose a single coin to that madrigal's ambition, thank you. No, no, not I. In Tyr, everyone knows their place. And when the lowers forget, the uppers are always ready to remind them.
That gate has always been a black mark on this island. If there's one thing I've learned in all my travels, wherever the Inquisition goes, ruin tends to follow.
This island will be healed, one stone at a time. I remember when the plague first reappeared on this island, Saddam. I've seen more death and decay than you might think. Do you know what we must do when horrors fill the sky and the weak run in circles like lambs? We build, Saddam. We build.
We like you, Serim. You've become like a sister to us.
What if one of these monsters in the sky swoops down to feast on our flesh?
Well, I don't know if we could stay friends.
This is interference in the free market.
Sir, you can't just buy out all the vendors and then resell at twice the price.
Why not? It's my God-given right of commerce.
We've barely got enough to go around without someone trying to profit off recent calamities.
This city has become a boot on the neck of any entrepreneur. I demand an audience with your superior. I'll have you sacked.
Oh, that would be a dream come true. But with the winged brood loose from the gate, Randolph isn't letting anyone go. Ugh. Others say trying times make strong men. I think she just wanted me eaten up.
That's all. I confess my own mother could be quite demanding. Gone 6 years this month. A hateful, miserly woman.
Perhaps in these trying times, your wealth could be better spent aiding those with less, instead of striving for more.
If I wanted advice from a horse's ass, I'd strike up a conversation in the stables.
Perhaps
if I wanted it.
May your will be half as strong as my work.
I heard about what happened at the gate. Fillmore says a smith with eyes anywhere but down at his anvil is a smith with flattened fingers. But he ain't got family in Marin Village, and I don't think he cares much for Odessa either. I wish the whole of the island could fit behind Sacrament's walls.
Your will be half as strong as my work. I don't know if I'm grateful you're here with us in these dark times, Serum, or if you're just another sign that times are getting darker.
And so it falls to us to know the darkness that our mothers and theirs did not. Chosen or cursed, it does not matter. Let us prove we are up to the task.
Saren, will you share your death with me? Death is a lost art. People trip in the street, drown in creeks, choke on chicken bones. But your kind perfected the form. That's why I've devoted my life to studying you. Your ruins, your ways, your slaughter. Sorry, I never introduced myself. I am Elsa, an historian. There are relics of your kind all over Sacra. Another was just discovered in the stonemason shot by the cemetery. You should see it for yourself. Perhaps it's your temple, your library, your tomb. This city was built atop the graves of the ancients. Come find me in the mason shop, and I'll show you just what I mean. This clamor of shouts and cries from outside keeps interrupting my focus. Has something happened? Never mind, I don't want to know. Anything worth happening has already happened. If the present mattered as much as the past, someone would have carved it in stone. Sometimes I tell myself that all of history is a wave. Crests and troughs, rise and fall. But where are we upon it? On the rise, or on the fall? What do we do, Saren? Press on? But towards what end? Were there ever any answers here? The gardeners are dead, and so the garden grows wild.